Hello, my juicy, beautiful friends. I'm coming to you live from Bali, and I wanted to share with you a little bit about book writing and how you can write your own book. So if you're feeling called that you've been wanting to write a book for a while, I'm going to give you a few tips inside this video, and I'm also going to invite you to a masterclass that I'm teaching this coming Tuesday on Bali time, 10 a.m. and PST Monday night, 7 p.m., 10 p.m. EST. Okay, that's coming up in a couple days. So if you want to join me and you want to learn how to write your book, how to design it, how to print it, how to publish it, and how to sell it over and over again and get my insights and learn all my tips, then I would love for you to join me. It's the first time I'm actually teaching it online. I've taught it in person several times, but I'm teaching it online, and I've got a slide deck for you, and I'm going to be talking about my books, and then we can go and deep dive into your books. It's about a 2.5 hour workshop. And it's really cheap, so you can afford it if you have been wanting to write a book. Because you can go, of course, down the traditional publishing route, which is harder to get in. You usually need a book agent. You need someone to be able to get into a big publishing house. Now there's more hybrid publishing houses out there now that are, you know, people just taking on your book and actually doing the same process that I'm doing. So literally they've done this exact process, and they're going to get your book out and get it on Amazon, and they've got like a, you know, a big list of people that they can get your book up to Amazon bestseller list. And that's usually around $15,000 to $20,000 to, you know, create that whole process with your book. So if you've got that kind of money, then, you know, go that route because someone's maybe holding your hand through the process. Or I will self-empower you and teach you how to do this yourself. So I want to just talk a little bit about one of the keys about book writing. There's many. Obviously, there's like design and style and layout and the message and how to publish it and how to get your ISBN number and, you know, how to get it on Amazon and how to really get it into bookstores and then how to really sell it over and over again. So there's definitely many processes and many steps to writing your book. And I know that for myself, the idea of like starting out with a book in my mind and then thinking I'm going to hold it in my hand felt like, oh my God, it's so far. But really, actually now, it's actually a pretty simple step-by-step process that I'm happy to teach you. So the sign-up link will be down below. And on my profile and also at eatjuicy.com. So I've written 4 books so far. I have several more on my computer that aren't quite done, and I haven't given them as much time to finish them yet. And I've also translated this book to Czech and to Indonesian, and this one to Czech. And so, and I've sold multiple copies also in the different languages. So it just shows to me that this book and this idea and the way that I've written the books, it works. Because these books are bestsellers inside the shops that I sell them in, and they're always being asked to be restocked. And a lot of my readers will buy these books for their friends, for their family, for Christmas gifts, you know, for doing a retreat. I've had, you know, they buy one for each member of the retreat. So these books definitely have proven that they work. And I would love to teach you how to do that. So the first thing let's just talk about, and like I said, it's one component of book writing, there's many, but is your style. And I don't really mean like the look of the book, of course that has something to do with it, but I mean more like the style of like the book, the message. You have a message inside of you, and maybe you are a coach, maybe you're a teacher, maybe you're just this inspired mom, maybe you're someone who's just like, I got this idea, I want to write this book, I just feel something, let's do it. So the style being like, how does your message want to come through, and how do you want to get it onto paper, and how do you want the reader to receive it? So for me, I would say that this is the most important part of the book writing journey, is how do you want to download, which I will talk about more in detail. You know, I actually channel my books. They come through me. I just write whatever I'm hearing, I write. And I will teach you how to do that. That's how I do all my speeches, everything. It's just a channeling. But also, like, how do you want that channel to come through? How do you want it to be, you know, visually seen in these books? And then how do you want the reader to receive it? What is the experience for the reader? And I would say that that's a big one. And a lot of people, when they write their book, They're coming from a perspective of themselves, like, oh, I've got this, you know, I had a great life and I've got an autobiography and I just want to talk about my life, which is great. And maybe you can turn that into something so inspiring that your story transcends to someone else's journey, which is great. I chose to write my books where I'm not in my books. So these books are not about me. This is the only book that I write my story in, a little bit of my story of how this book came about and how, like, why I created this book. But the rest of them really are about the reader. They are from the beginning. It's a self-empowerment journey. My intention is that their heart's opening, their minds are expanding, you know, they're getting more and more excited, more inspired, more healed. That's the journey I'm taking my readers on. And so I'm not really in my books. That's why I write my books in the I am perspective, meaning that my readers are reading the books to themselves and self-empowering themselves with the thoughts that they're thinking and with the words that they're reading, right? So they're talking to themselves, remembering, reminding, empowering, uplifting, you know, saying things that are much more positive than maybe they would be saying inside their own head. So I'm transmuting whatever the thoughts and the belief systems are inside the head in order for them to have a much more extraordinary life. And this is the reason that I am on my journey. And I have created my whole life with that beacon to create an extraordinary life. I have been on a mission since, you know, the percolating of my awakening journey to be like, I want something more. I want an extraordinary life. I want to be empowered. I want to be free. I want to be healthy. I want to look younger than my age. I want to be self-reliant. I want to be in charge. I want to know that I'm creating my reality, and I want to know how to create my reality. And I want to be a master manifester. That has been my mission, and this is the reason I write these books, is to support you on that same mission. You know, it's all pieces of it. So this is a book about, you know, empowering your mind and reminding yourself of your greatness and having all the little nuggets and tools for you to be able to live your best life. This book is about learning how to cleanse and self-heal your body and how to eat healthier and how to be able to do a cleanse at home if you wanted. And this book is about, it's an empowerment guide for men to learn what women want, because I'm a woman and I know what I want and I know what most of women want and I know what my girlfriends want and what we talk about. And I felt that men would benefit knowing how to take a girl out on a date, what she's kind of looking for, you know, how to pleasure her in bed, how to speak to her in a way that is going to like open her heart and uplift her, therefore she'll uplift you. And then this last book that is not written in the I am perspective, but it's a game for you to better your relationships with everyone inside of your life. And so when you are sitting down to write your book, or when you're starting to think about it, think about the reader. I would say that would be the most important part. You know, like I said, it can be a self-indulgent thing and you can just write a book about yourself, and that could be great, and it could be fantastic, and it could be the biggest bestseller ever. Or you could write a book about the reader and how to empower the reader and how to help someone have a better life, which I think in today's age, we all could use a little bit of inspiration. We all could use some good knowledge, some good steps, some good tools, some good exercises. You know, my books are very practical. I'm teaching you how to do stuff. I give you exercises. I give you nuggets. You know, I'm from the beginning showing you how to create this fantastic, healthy body, healthy life, healthy mind, healthy heart, healthy reality. And I also write in a way that it's easy to digest, short chapters. You know, it's like 1 or 2 pages max, double spaced. I'm not even like, or not quite double spaced, but I want people to get it to the point. You know, it's a bathroom reader. That's like, I want you to be able to pick it up and read 1 chapter in a few minutes and get something out of it. So that's the style that I chose to write my books. And again, I will teach you that style, and I'll teach you other styles, and then you have to get intuitive to yourself and figure out what will work best for you and what, you know, you would like to create, and then we can go from there. So I send you so much love. I don't know if I'll teach this class again. I'll be probably moving on to more teaching about, again, health and living your extraordinary life and being a master manifester and having a ninja mind, you know, with peace and equanimity in your body and being a fully empowered sovereign human being free on the planet. That's what I feel called to teach more about. But your books get to be an extension of that. So no matter what you teach, this is your calling card, this is your business card, this is something that you can give away as gifts, this is something that you can sell with coaching programs, this is something you can sell in shops, this can be a little side hustle, you could be selling this to friends, you could, you know, get, like I said, team up with people doing retreats and get them to buy one of your books for each person's room. It's just up to you however you want to take your book to that next level. So please join me on my masterclass. All the details are down below or at eatjuicy.com. And I send you so much love and have a great day. And whether you're going to write your book now or later, I hope you do, because I have to say book writing is a really fun process. I didn't know how much fun it is until I did it. And receiving the books inside of your in the mail, or like, you know, a box from the printers, and unveiling them for the first time is the best Christmas present ever. And so I hope that you receive that and give that to yourself. I send you so much love, and I hope you'll join me. Aloha.